Okay, what is your name and what name do you go by? And I see Boss Lady on your cap. Is that what you go by?
Yes, I have a Facebook motivational page called Boss Lady Life that I started back in October.
I
And
love this because you're kind of you have your face a little bit hidden right now because you want to just give us the information. You have a faceless channel and a faceless vibe that you have, but you show up in the new Your First 5K membership, and that's why I wanted to have you on. Say what happened over this weekend during our challenge. You posted about something. What happened?
oh my goodness, you put the weekend challenge up with a few different options for us to choose from to create a product to see if if we get any sales or anything over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And I had already been working on a product that I was wanting to get out. And I don't know. I don't know if our group, the word flea market popped up or another group that I was in. But I was already getting ready to go to the flea market to set up with my friend on Sunday. And I was like, flea market, digital product. Oh, wait a minute. I can take that with me. So I
Hmm.
don't know. I just got this bright idea and I started typing in a chat GPT, of course. And my chat GPT assistant's name is Chat Star.
Yes.
Star got it going on. I got all these wonderful ideas. So then it's like, oh, do you want to create a flyer? I'm like, a flyer? Yeah, yeah, give me a flyer. So then I got some flyer options, and we got some introduction options on what the product was about. And next thing you know, I got a product with a flyer with other options. I got one, two, three options for service for teaching others how to create these wonderful, wonderful images and characters. And it's just rewarding. But so I took a picture of my character that I made. And I did all this morning, like at 9 o'clock this morning. I'm doing this.
What?
I'm on Canva. I'm downloading. I'm printing this stuff. I got my picture of my doll. I got the instructions and I got the ad for everybody to pay me on PayHip. And I got there and I set it up, put it on the table, and then I sat behind the table like this. And it was fun because people was walking past and they were like, look, they was looking at the picture and they were like, oh, look at her, that's her. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh, yeah, do you know about these dolls? Have you seen them on Etsy and YouTube and all that? And I just started talking to people and everything. And I made a sale. I made a sale to someone. I advertised it as a Mother's Day sale.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom, her niece's mother her sister passed away, and she don't have her anymore. So she's like, you know what, that'd be a great thing for me to do for my niece. I want to get one of those because she don't have her mom anymore, um, and that would be a great tribute to get this for her for Mother's Day. So we're gonna create a memory doll for
So
her mom,
a
a
digital
digital
memory
a
doll.
digital memory doll.
And
Um,
how much was the sale?
well, since it was my first sale, that sale was only $25. And that was because I know the person. I know the person that passed away, and she was a dear friend to me as well. And I didn't know her sister that well. We bonded after she passed away. So that's who I did the flea markets with, Miss Karen. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're gonna put together a memory doll in honor of her sister.
So you
Hmm.
say, and that's just very touching, and it's like you can see how this is not just about money, right? It's about you're
Hmm.
making somebody's day better by
Yes,
doing that,
ma'am.
by having that decision this morning. This is Sunday morning. You
Hmm.
said, I'm going to go to the flea market. You already thought I'm going to do that, but then I'm going to bring my digital product to a physical space. I think that's pretty brilliant. And $25, what we're teaching in your first 5K is start somewhere, start, do it. And
Hmm.
that's what separates people, right? Some people are just,
Yes.
they say, oh, it hasn't been working, so I'm not going to keep going. but other people say, let me just try. So what has it been like being inside of your first 5K so far? And how many days ago did you join?
Oh my goodness. Okay. I don't remember when I joined. I know that um let me see, a couple Saturdays ago I
Yeah,
started getting trained.
we've only been going for 9 days today.
Oh
So
my goodness.
it's
Only 9. Oh my goodness. Only 9 days. Okay. So like the Saturday before last or something like that, I
yeah.
got a lesson. I got a lesson on how to create the AI characters with movement and animation and that and song from a friend of mine. So she announced it in the morning, and it was before I went to work, I think, and I saw that pop up. I'm like, oh, my girl got a payment link. She's doing it, and I signed up. So I signed up with her on Saturday. She gave me the lesson on Monday. I showed my coworker at work because she's getting ready to retire, and she was going to open up a magnet store on Etsy, and she didn't have like a header or a logo or anything like that. So she hired me after I showed her what I learned how to do at 2 days before, and I actually made my money back
Yes.
from the
Yes.
lesson and at 100% profit, and I flipped that money. I joined your group. I picked up another course to learn more AI, and that's where I am right now.
My
And I
goodness. My
and
goodness.
yes,
You
and
have so much drive.
oh my gosh,
You
it's
have so
it's
much
been
drive.
4 years since I started being an entrepreneur, and I've been watching you over what, a year and a half now, and
Wow.
you know what? I worked for a nonprofit, 9 to 5, and that kind of stuff could be stressful no matter what position you are in. And I never thought that I would learn this, and it'd be so rewarding, especially
Mm.
with one of my first big projects. This is my second project with my second client now. I'm gonna do this memory doll, and that's gonna make me
Yeah.
happy.
Tell me, being inside of of your first 5K, I see you got the training before you came in, then you use that profit to get into the group, which is very low price. But
Hmm.
to make that profit, you were able to pay for. That's so cool. And then tell me one thing that you've learned. I guess was it just more the motivation of the challenge that was helpful, or what have you enjoyed the most?
First of all,
Mm,
the community, and having people with the same mindset and goal to help each other learn, to teach each other. And then when you put that wonderful, absolutely brainless offer out there for us to join, who wouldn't? If
mm,
you follow Arlen and you know Arlen, there that was a no-brainer right there. So I took that as a sign. I just took it as a sign, like, okay, she listened to her audience when we asked her, how do we get to you without having to be at that upper level of
mm.
that, the other platform, I mean groups that
Yeah,
you
the
have.
membership that
And
I have, yeah, that because that one starts at $100 a month. I
mhm,
work with people that
yes,
pay me thousands of dollars a month,
yes.
but 80% of the people who watch me on YouTube make less than 5,000 a month. So I
Hmm.
said, let me do your first 5K. Because if we can get as many people as possible with those skills to make their first 5K, they can just go so far with that. So I appreciate you seeing that and noticing that. And I love
Oh,
you in the membership because you pour into the membership. You don't just observe. And I think that's a big part of your success so far. I think that's what it is. It's like you see something, you have a curiosity about it, you study it, and then you do something about it. I think that's so important no matter how much money we're talking. If we're talking $25, $25,000, that's what makes it happen. So what do you
yeah,
say to someone, because you are wanting to be more low key. You're not being completely anonymous, right? Why we're
right.
not blurring your face or you're off camera, but you want to be more in the background, low key. What do you say to
Mhm.
somebody who's watching who has said, "Oh my gosh, I want to be faceless, or I don't want to be an extrovert. I don't want to do that, but I still want to make $25. I still want to make 50, $100 on a weekend." What do you say to them?
You can do it. And when you have the mindset, you can do anything that you put in your heart and soul. I've had so many people tell me, "Oh," because I watch a lot of YouTube. I got some followers that I watch, and they say, "Oh, you can't do this on YouTube. You can't do that. You can't be faceless." I'm like, "Why not?" And there's plenty of faceless channels on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
But my generation, I'm over 50. Okay. For one thing, we have a struggle because now it's a new learning experience. And
Mm,
and my generation is sometimes afraid to learn new things. They're afraid of change. But right now, this for me is not about being trying to change to do something new. I want to learn to do something new, but I want to learn to do something that's fulfilling.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's that acquiring new skills will
Hmm.
like the skills that you're interested in will let you make the choice of how
Yes.
extroverted you want to be. And
Right.
I love that in-person flea market. I think there're going to be a lot of people who watch this who say, "Oh, let me check where the flea market is next weekend, and I'm going to go take my virtual offer over to that." I think it's so cool. I want to thank you so much for sharing all of this with us. You've been an inspiration to me, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people watching. And I wish you well, and I can't wait to see what you do next inside of the membership.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Arlan.
Thank you. It's great to see you.